Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Raha Kudash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I like to say Shalom to the elect, the teaching word, and true faith and sincerity. And today I just want to title this lesson, Frustration Will Lead to Wrath. And this is what we seeing playing out in this moment right now. The so-called white man, his frustration to accomplish this new world order, for you to bite on the things that he puts forth. It's ultimately going to lead to this man coming down with great wrath. He can't lie to you no more. So the next step, the next thing he got in his arsenal is the sword, man. So, but we seeing laws put on the books, different things that's setting up that situation, from his media all the way down to a commercial. You see a motherfucker with a mask on. That all plays on the psyche of the people, man. But ultimately, it's gonna be a point where the norm is gonna be military personnel everywhere, roadblocks and MRAPs and drones and shit everywhere. All hell finna break loose pretty soon, man. This is reality. So let's get this. This is from FoxNews.com, and it reads: Biden says number of unjabbed Americans unacceptably high, and says mandates working. So that lets you know this is a crazy nigga. That's a very oxymoronic statement. How you gonna say in one breath that the unjabbed Americans, that's an unacceptably high, but in the same sentence you saying the mandates are working? That's a crazy nigga for you, man. That's a crazy guy. We finna see how crazy he is, cause Biden is just a puppet, of what's going on behind the scenes. So how much more them niggas behind the scenes are crazy? The ones you don't see on TV. You know what I mean? So, let's see. Biden on Thursday said the number of unjabbed Americans still remains unacceptably high, but insisted that his administration jab requirements for the federal workforce and private employers are so-called working to ensure more individuals receive shots to protect against the crowd. And it's gonna get to the point, one way, form, or fashion, we all gonna be presented with that thing, and especially the thing, because now with that jab, concerning that jab, you have, although I says rich or poor, friend, bond, don't matter what your status is, your current situation, you're gonna have to bow down to this. And we seeing it now from these different professional players, sports players, all the way down to a motherfucker working at a chicken spot. Everybody's being presented with it, man. This is a global system that's, this man's trying to fulfill this new world order. Trying to do a reset, man. And this is what's causing him to frustrate. This nigga back down in the corner. And there is nothing more dangerous than a wounded animal, man. That's boxed off. That's the current state of the so-called white man. So it says, let's jump down a little bit. I says, this quote, Biden quotes, we're making progress nationally. Daily cases are down 47%. Hospitalizations are down 38% over the past 6 weeks. It says over the past 2 weeks, most of the country has improved as well. Case rates are declining in 39 states, and hospital rates declining in 38 states. The president, though, said there is still an unacceptably high number of unjabbed people. See? Because you have people that's compromising and just bowing down and saying, fuck it, can't beat them joint. They have that spirit on. And there's people on the yellow list, man. And a lot of people they got people on the blue list that they're gonna you go into that FEMA kill list. You're gonna have people that's gonna be so-called rehabilitated and these concentration camps for them to buy down, man. You know, but the people that's going ahead and taking it, and you know, they on the yellow list, man. Those yellow bellies, you know, they willingly is, you know, doing this. But he said there's still an unacceptably high number of unjailed people. Now is not the time to let up. We have a lot more to do, the president said, adding that the U.S. is in a very critical period as we work to turn the corner on the crown, meaning the country's new world order. See, the only reason this nigga can't get over this hump because nobody don't believe you no more, man. You know? And it just showed that so-called white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. At the end of the day, when he opened his mouth, you know that nigga the devil. So then let's start off with this in the book of Revelations. Because, you know, this man could seem as beneficial, you know, as helpful. But that's part of the snare. The rat don't see the trap. He see the cheese. But the cheese is on the trap, you know? So that's this nigga. That's why he's known as the cunning hunter. But a hunter, once that hunter, the trap didn't go off when you stepped on it, or you didn't bite on the bait at all. That's when the hunter gets a little bit more aggressive. he's, you know what I mean? And it's gonna get to the point this nigga just gonna start open fire on the woods itself, man. You know? So this is this Revelations 13 and 11, it reads, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth. Now this other beast is concerning America, you know. And it says, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So those 2 horns is concerning the Democratic and the Republican Party, you know, because that horn goes into power, you know. So you'll have there's a certain way to how the Republicans run things concerning the affairs of America, and there's a way that these Democrats is a certain way that they, you know, run and present America, you know. But at the end of the day, they all part of the same beast, you know. And it said they spake as a dragon because it can proceed to be a lamb. You know, you have people that's drawn to the Republican Party because of what they present unto the people. And as well as the Democrats, you have people that's so-called Democrat because of what the Democrats present. But at the end of the day, they're part of the same beast. They the same nigga, man. You know? At the end of the day, when it said that he spake as a dragon, we seeing that process now, man. You know? Matter of fact, let's get some, because it says, you really can't trust this man. It's that Sirach 14. This Sirach 14 and some, it said, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, see? Because everything this man do, especially if it seems beneficial, you really gotta watch that nigga. If it's perceived to help you or to put you up on a certain level, that's when you gotta really watch this man. You know, because it said he doeth it unwillingly. It's a sinister plan behind everything this man do. You know, he gave you a stimulus check. Oh, even with those incentives to get, you know, to urge the people, that was that snare. To urge people to get that thing, it wasn't out of his kindness of his heart. No, he was ultimately wanting to kill you, man. It said if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last, he will declare his wickedness. See, because ultimately, and that's when it's too late. When this man had lured you all the way in, now he got you in a room and the door shut and it's locked. Then you know this man is the devil. When he pushed you in that ditch, when you passed out after you took that jab, then you knew the so-called white man was the devil at the lab. But that's when it's too late, man. You know? And everybody's now seeing through, you know, this man and his BS. Everybody's seeing through that so-called white man's a diabolical, you know what I mean? That's the laboratory nigga, man. You know? And that's what's ultimately going to lead to the frustration in him coming down with great wrath. This exposure. Because the only reason why he kept his head above water is because of deception. He was able to take over the world through the sword, but to maintain that grip of power, he had to lie to you. He had to, all the way down to nigga eating Cheerios, and they show that it's good for your heart. Just something as subtle as that kept this nigga on top, as well as a plethora of other things that's bigger than that. But the point is, he had to lie. At the end of the day, this nigga had to lie. That's why I said he came out the womb speaking lies. And when he was birthed, when he came into power, first thing this nigga did was lie, man. This Joel 5:14, it says they meet with dark. Well, let's start at 12. Joel 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform the enterprise. And this is going to take place in this lifetime. This is when everything is about to be summed up. This man and his New World Order agenda was in the making for centuries. This was nothing that just came on the scene 10, 20, 30 years ago. This has been centuries in the making, man. But this is the lifetime the Lord's going to disappoint this man. It says, so that their hands cannot perform the enterprise, they're not going to crown their New World Order success. He take up the wise in their own craftiness. See, now this nigga been lying so much that he's even lying to himself. This man, even all the way down to his different devices, the things that would keep the people honest, just is now turning against him. He's been taking his own devices, always for some to, you had these different whistleblowers, to the internet. All these things are now coming up against him, man. He's been taking his own credit. The media is not working no more, man. It says, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong, meaning now he's rushing it. He's leaping before he look. He's hastening, this thing. And that's why you have Operation Warp Speed and a plethora of other things. But now as you see him, he ain't got enough time to sit back and plan, plot, and scheme and have the perfect, false flag. Everybody's saying doing it now, man. It says they meet with darkness in the daytime, see? Meaning what? The secret's out. And now it's common knowledge to know who the Rothschilds are. That's common knowledge. The Gettys, the DuPonts, and Rockefellers. They're the ones that rule the world. But now that's being made known in this lifetime. This, because there was the time this man was going to be overthrown. His agenda is being exposed as well. Concerning, what it is concerning the depopulation and with this jab and the MOTB. Those things are now in the light now. And how's that in that light? That daytime is being put forth on the internet, man. It says, and grope in the noonday as in the night. Yeah, because now we're in the height of information. He reaching. He can't lie to you. If you now is information out there to just say dealing with what's in what's 2 plus 2. Well, let's just say you didn't know the information about that before. He was telling you it was 5 the whole time. But now you got the information that is 4. It's just a plain example. But the point is, once it's out there, he can't lie to you. He's beginning to reach. Oh, that's why this man he's spending billions of dollars concerning fighting against misinformation, man. Cause now he got to have people on his payroll to come up with articles and websites saying, no, it's not the MOTB. Nope, it's not horseshoe blood in the Crown Max. No, people are not dying from it, or there are not this type of side effect. Why you gotta say that, man? You know? It says, but he saved the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. See, so that's ultimately what the devices concerned of us being overthrown. Niggas want to kill us and get the inheritance, the birthright. And how it's gonna be done? He's gonna use he said their mouth. He said the sword, their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So this is how this man always rationalize things out. From him being frustrated, it's going to lead to him bringing forth more draconian laws, which that's going to lead to him up in that thing, man. Because truth is now on display. This man, let's say he can't lie to you no more. So what else can he do? What's the next step concerning Esau? Kill you. This is the book of Isaiah 44. And I get to the point, verse 25. It says that frustrated the tokens of the liars. See? So how do you frustrate a liar? You tell the truth. So that's why people are unacceptably high, unjabbed, unacceptably. What it said? They are unacceptably high rate of unjabbed people. Why? Because truth is out. It's on display, and this will lead to the frustration of the devil. This is what's going to lead to more draconian laws. This is what's going to lead to martial law and roadblocks and all hell breaking loose. It said that frustrated the tokens of the liars and make up diviners mad. See, that turn the wise men backwards. See, because now they back at the drawing board to see how they can flip and bounce and turn and present this thing to you as cool and this is the way to go, and because it tells you with all deceivableness, this is how this nigga get down, man. Instead of just you respect a nigga if he did something Nebuchadnezzar said, if you don't bow down to the image, we're gonna throw you in the fire. You respect that. You can respect that because he's straight to the point. But this nigga gonna dilly-dally, put his foot around to the end, man. Till ultimately he's gonna get pissed and up that thing on you. But it said, turn the wise men back. So they back at the drawing board, how they going to present this thing. It said, and make of their knowledge full of see. Why? Because light is on display now. This nigga had the knowledge of darkness in the land where light is as darkness. So the information that's received as true information, as true knowledge, really darkness, man. So how great is these darkness dealing with these mad scientists and these motherfuckers that know how to splice atoms? Those some crazy niggas, man. But as you can see, pretty much this frustration is actually going to lead to wrath. So let's just wrap it up with this in the book of Revelation 12 and 12, which we hear, man. At the end of the day, it's not like we're going to get a day before you get a heads up. Martial law coming. The money going to crash. No, these things are going to come suddenly, man. But we see the symptoms. We see the different things, the necessary steps are going to lead towards it. And in a day now, in a 24-hour period, everybody's lives are going to change, man. All our lives, one way, form, or fashion. So, because guess what? This man is about to fall out of power, man. And what a fall it is. That's why this nigga hollering now through his media. He's telling you he's falling out of power. This nigga letting you know. Matter of fact, let's get this Revelation 12. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Why? Because he know of that he had but a short time. So the white man himself know he about to kick the bucket, man. And this is why, he gonna try to take everybody else with him. But at the end of the day, the frustration is gonna lead to wrath. You're gonna get to the point you ain't gonna see no more articles popping up. You're gonna actually, the article gonna play out. When you see martial law and these things take place, man, then you know. But yeah, I just hope that we edify. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakha Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teach the word in all true faith and sincerity. DTA or Bob. Soon, very soon.